Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Libra for the season of Sagittarius. Welcome, Libra. Having survived Scorpio, or maybe not, maybe it was great for you. A lot of stuff from the bottom of the sea, bottom of the ocean coming up, emotional stuff, healing, dealing with old stuff, buried emotional matters. So hopefully now, because we've come out of water, we're nice and cleansed, Libra. Energy around your reading is the Tower. The Tower. So the Tower talks about a structure that's crumbling. You can liken it to an old house. And it's crumbling. So there's no point in fixing it or renovating it. We have to just demolish it. And in demolishing it, we make way for something new to come in. So this could be a way of thinking, it could be habits, it could be whatever it is to you, Libra, but it's all about getting rid of the old that's no longer serving you and making way for the new. New perspectives, perhaps. I guess you'll know what that means to you individually. Right, where you are right now. Two of Wands, perfect. So decisions to be made, planning. Lots. This card talks about planning, but planning, action planning. So things that actually not just planning in your mind. This is actually putting plans into place physically to get things moving, getting the ball rolling. And it's a journey of sorts, but it's the beginning. And, you know, it always starts with the first step, doesn't it? Once you make that, the rest sort of comes easy and it flows. It becomes fluid. But it's a Wands card, so Wands is associated with fire, which in turn is Sagittarius, which is an action abode, I guess, an action type of energy. So make those plans become a reality there, Libra. Especially after getting rid of the rubble and the old structure that's not working for you. Let's see what crosses that or what influences that and in turn influences the whole reading. So this is a very important card positionally. The Hierophant. So once again, this Hierophant, it's a major card, so it's talking about using your moral compass, your intuition to feel what's right and what's wrong for you, what will fly, what won't. But it's very much an individual energy too. It's about you knowing what's good for you and what's not good for you personally. It's sort of the rules, really, the rules, but we have our own rules and we know what is appropriate and what isn't appropriate in a given situation, because if it's inappropriate, you know it's just going to fail. If it's appropriate, you know it feels right for you, so you do it. It's a very much Taurus card, Taurus energy. It's got lots of potentials there, so just go with that. Go with your intuition and just stick by these sort of your own rules, basically. It's like a very religious card. He's like a pope, actually, but these days we tend to have our own take on our own faith. Let's see what the background is of this reading and indeed what crowns it, so what's still having effect with it. What's still affecting the reading, and this is important. So the background is the Seven of Cups. So yeah, the bit of an illusion there, Libra. So it's a bit of a fantasy oriented card as well. Yes, we love everything on that card. There's 7 wonderful images to choose from, but we know, especially with the Hierophant around, we know that realistically we can't have all 7. We can't have everything that we want. We just can't. It's not possible in our life and in our learning as human. Humanly we want them. Spiritually we know we can't have them. So it's about sort of, yeah, that's all great, fantasy, wonderful. But yeah, what really works? What's really practical? What's possible? Without the rose-coloured glasses. It can be rose-coloured glasses too. So let's see where the reading goes with this. And I guess this has sort of been in the past too, you know, whenever we're doing projects or starting things, it's all wonderful and it looks like an amazing path, but then we get into it actually and things start, reality sets in, and there's detours and there's roadblocks, all those sorts of things, which makes us look at things a lot more practically than fantastically or in a fantasy state. Recent influences, but you're on your path anyway with the star. So the star and the path just makes reality of situations. It is what it is. The universe dictates, well, this is your path. You move forward, you keep moving forward. But yeah, of course there's going to be hiccups, roadblocks, potholes, all sorts of things, but you just keep going, don't you? You keep the faith and you just keep moving forward. And that's what you want. And that's what the aim is. And the lessons within it will sort of come through for you and you'll deal with them as they come up, problems and solutions. But yeah, absolutely a universal card to say, yeah, we'll just keep moving forward. The lesson you're learning in the season of Sagittarius is the 3 of Coins. So working together, working with others, doing it really well, working to get to the next level. 3s are almost, you know, their expansion. It's about sort of expansion, learning, things moving on up, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and etc. On and on it goes. But the overriding meaning of this card is very spiritual. It's a spiritual learning exercise. So when we do confront difficulties, we we have solutions for them, and we use the solutions to sort of go, oh, okay, that worked, or that didn't work. Yeah, and it's just a process, isn't it? But doing really well, but keeping in mind too, very much spiritual energy as well. Even though it's a minor card, it has a lot of major impact in terms of what you're meant to be learning, and that's the lesson. What are you meant to be learning from the setbacks? But you're still focusing on putting the work in to get where you want to go. You're at 3, you've got to get to 10. There you go. Near future, the 2 of Cups. And that's that wonderful soulmate energy. Can be the connection with a person, special person or persons. We have many soulmates in our lives, I believe, people that come in for all different reasons. It's not necessarily all romantic. It can be just for fit, you know, a nice fit with somebody. Also with something emotionally, you know, you have to sort of attach yourself to, because it's what you want and it's how you feel about it. So really nice energy coming in the second week of Sagittarius. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising, tucked away. These 2 are very related, so this will probably give us a clue into what this soulmate energy is. And defending your own situation. And yeah, of course, it's very much a competitive energy, this 7 of Wands. But it's about you sort of being in the running. Very competitive. And some people will tell you, yeah, but you know, there's too many people doing it, and really would you bother? But you're like, no, actually it's what I'm meant to be doing. So, you know, buzz off, because I'm going to just defend what I want, and I'm going to assert myself for what I want. I'm not going to listen to you people. I'll listen to people who know, who get me and who know what I'm on about. But yeah, I will defend my actions and I will speak up for myself nevertheless, because I'm on a mission. Really nice card actually for you, Libra. Let's see how others see you this season. The Lovers. So yeah, choices to be made, decisions to be made, and they're major. Because the Lovers is the major arcana for Gemini, which is Sagittarius' polar opposite. So yeah, big decisions to be made, but choices, moreover, choice. If you pick this, this will happen. If you pick that, that will happen. So yeah, it's very much people, other people looking at you thinking, oh, well, she's got a few choices, he's got a few choices to make. I wonder what he'll do. It's the balance, isn't it? Striking the balance and knowing which way, which road to pick. What's going to be sort of beneficial for you. Lovely card, actually. Relationships too. But the bigger picture is about your choice and what you know is what's best for you and making that decision by yourself. So those that really truly love you and get you will go, well, that's her decision, his decision. Let's just support them and see what happens, because they will make the right decision for themselves. Positive feelings, Libra. Now we have the 10 of coins. So the inheritance card, the legacy card. It's like money's no object really. And since when was it? Especially if it's a creative project that you're just using your own resources to get somewhere to do, to manage your project. Is money really? Yeah, money's really great. It's great to have money, but do we fritter it away, or do we sort of save it, or do we budget? But there's money there, and there's, you know, this is a great sort of stability card. So you've got all that behind you, and you know that this isn't about the money, Libra. This is about the legacy. It's about the inheritance. It's not all about money, but it's nice to have. And so it's saying you're fine there, you're very stable, so just get on with it. It's more about your legacy and what imprint you want to leave on the world for your family, for your people, for yourself, for your family name. The outcome. The High Priestess, secrets. So keeping things very much to yourself. Really keeping your own counsel, basically. And that's a thread running through, because we can see it there with the Lovers card too. You know, really true friends will just support you. They won't try and sort of manipulate you into doing something that they would do. She is very much the keeper of secrets and the keeping. She really is intuition plus this High Priestess. But it's a magical, mystical journey of intuition. It's about using that. Not just being a brain walking around in a body. It's about how you feel about things. So well done. This is a beautiful card to end on. You know, this is your journey. You keep things for yourself. How you're going to do it. You'll share when you're ready to share and not before. Okay, so a few clarifiers, Libra. First one I'm going to put a clarification on is that pesky 7 of Cups, which is the illusion or the rose-coloured glasses. And then on the 7 of Wands, because that's, you know, really sort of trying to drive home, stick up for yourself, be assertive. Don't let other people put you off. And the 2 of Cups. So these lovely cards, the Visconti. They're all major arcana. They were published in 1452 by the Italians. First tarot cards ever, apparently. Okay, so let's look under the surface of the 2 of Cups, which is the near future in position. We have death. So it's very much transformation, isn't it? It's going through a process of turning things around for the better for yourself, or where the circumstances had you transform yourself. But very much a cleansing Scorpio energy too. So it's like you've come out cleansed out of the Scorpio season. And you know where you're going because it's your journey, no one else's. But it's absolutely it's that journey of transforming yourself and transforming something out of nothing, perhaps. If this is a creative process, you're doing well. You've learnt a lot. You've changed a lot. Okay, underneath the surface of what's happening that you don't realise, the Seven of Wands. So being assertive, we have the Chariot. So very much, yeah, the journey. Things moving really quickly. Success is there, but the emotional discipline at the moment, and the main discipline is just doing your own thing your way. Yes, you know it's competitive. Unfortunately, we live in a very money-driven society. Everything's about the money. But then sometimes, you know, that can overwhelm us to the point where we forget what we're supposed to be creatively doing for ourselves. So work on those weaknesses, Libra. It's almost like you're going on a road trip. You take your car in, don't you? Especially if it's a long trip, which is depicted by the Chariot. You get it serviced. You get everything checked. And this is about you checking and dealing with your emotional weaknesses. Well, okay, what do I need to work on? Self-assertion is one of them. So you don't need anybody else's input, really. You need support, but you don't need them telling you what to do and what not to do. It's learning to stand alone, because success is yours. So have a really wonderful Sagittarian season, and we'll talk in the season of Capricorn. Thanks so much for listening, Libra.